What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Warplan gameplay. Warplan Pacific, that is. Where did I last leave off? I know, yeah, it was Sunday. I had to kind of like jump off my last stream. Family came home, wife and 2 kids, and I heard my son scream crying, so I was like, I had to go out there and help. So, whoa, that's my bad. I was trying to open the chat here so I can, well, hear people communicate. See if it's gonna let me actually. It's weird that YouTube doesn't have like a, unless you go into like the, how do you call it? Unless you go into, why isn't it popping up with a chat here? I'm trying to do it on my phone, so that's weird. Alright, well, while I work on that, let's see where we last left off. Well, I know that I moved the Pacific Fleet back here because they were out of supplies, and it's going to take a while for them to get resupplied, which is going to be a pain in the ass. I can send out the Wasp, and that's it. I can send out the Wasp and the Indiana. That's it. Pretty much. So that's good. Yeah, it's really weird. YouTube is not showing me the comments on the bloody video, and I don't know why it's not showing. YouTube has problems, I'll tell you. I mean, daggone. You know, like, so YouTube has obviously an app on iOS and iPad, right? And Apple came out with picture-in-picture, right? An API for picture-in-picture for like, I don't know, like 3 years ago? Something like that. Anyway, so it's been a while, and everybody's been asking us, like, hey, you know, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, pretty much everybody enabled this API so you can, like, come out of the app, still have, like, a picture-in-picture of, like, I don't know, a movie or whatever, and, you know, get some work done. And it's been 3 years. People constantly contact YouTube, and I'm like, hey, can you guys enable this feature? And no, you don't hear nothing about it, like, at all. And people are like, listen, we'll join that YouTube $10 a month thing if you allow us to do picture-in-picture. Still nothing. It's literally been 3 years and they haven't enabled it. Like, I feel like YouTube is so behind the curve on, like, new features or, like, just anything that, I don't know. It's just really weird. Let me go into this thing here. Okay, now I got it. Cool. All right, so last I left, I've been configuring these guys for naval close air support. No, I want you to do naval air training. And I know in China we're in a bad spot in China. I mean, like, literally the entire Chinese army is in a bad spot. I mean, this freaking Chinese army is just, I mean, Japanese army is just, and then this one here too. I mean, look at my freaking defense. It's all 2. They could smash my freaking units in one fell swoop. Bloody. And even these guys that have been resting are at like 2, which is ridiculous, man. Alright, so I can attack here, so. Are you kidding me? 1-to-1? Nah. We're not doing this. I can't attack. Daggone. It's a division, too. This must be a good unit. The Imperial Guards. Legendary or something. Got my black coffee here. All ready for an hour or two of gameplay. Well, an hour. I want to try out this. There's a sale on Evil Democracy and a sale on Objects in Space. That game's like $20 off or something, so it's like $10. So I want to try out those games. Well, I love Steam sales. Love it. Oh, that's right. I shouldn't do it right now. Are you kidding me? You don't have 17 production? Seriously? Maybe I could transfer production to... Right, because that's production. Oh snap, Australia got a division ready to go. Check that out, that's nice. Seriously, all the way down there. Alright, so I got these guys on the boat. You guys are running out of oil, huh? 1-1. We might have to hold off this invasion for a few more weeks. It's gonna be a freaking nightmare. And then this attack on this freaking base fell apart. The Japanese are here doing some nasty stuff. Let's see if I can send some. It's gonna take a while to retrain those guys. Actually, you know, yeah, just do half and half. Alright, so there's nothing I can do with the Chinese army right now except just stand by. Stand by. Jeez. Ugh. A bad spot everywhere. Bad spot everywhere. Bomber group can't get there? You kidding me? Nice. Okay, good. Now I got some kind of... Got the first ID here too. Oh, man. Alright, I think I'm just going to hit enter. There's nothing really much I can do. Ooh, I got a good stockpile for the US. The freak do I build, though? I got a couple of... I think I built a destroyer and a cruiser last turn. Should build more interceptors, I think. I got one on Hawaii. But I do want to send maybe one down here. But the only problem is if I send it to Australia, they can't, what do you call it, supply my units. So it's not good. I wish I can send reinforcements like armored cores from the U.S. to China, help out. But I think it's very unrealistic considering look how long of a freaking drive that would be. Build a cruiser. And a destroyer group. The trick is to make more ships than Japanese, which I'm capable of doing at this point. 261. I'll leave it at 261 actually. But to use those ships efficiently. Alright, let's click insert. I don't think there's anything I can do. I think everybody's screwed here. Just a little bit, you know? Oh, man. Just a little bit. Let me zoom in as far as I can go so I don't miss anything. So I saw an interesting documentary. It's like a 12-minute documentary on ABC News. It was extreme in the military, and so I was watching. They were talking about how about the January 6th thing, and how that's been a problem in the military. And you know, you can. If you watch, there's a couple of documentaries where I actually did see, if you actually want to see it, there was this show called Carrier, and it was actually followed, I forgot what carrier, but a carrier that I think set sail from like Los Angeles and followed them all the way to the Middle East, and it was, I think, a PBS documentary. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it was a really good documentary, and it followed a lot of the sailors, and they picked like maybe a dozen sailors, and one of them was he was from like, you know, the trying to say the rural area, and I forgot what state, Alabama or something, and you could hear him on the show say a certain word multiple times, and yeah, that was the thing. And I was kind of shocked because it was on PBS, and but anyway, I can't remember running into that while I was in the military. I mean, I've heard it happen. One of my buddies who was in my unit, they were talking about how I never met this guy, but they were talking about they were on. Jeez, that unit is now 8 and 9. Oh, frack. This unit right here. Look at that. He could obliterate like 3 armies if he wants to. Anyway, they were talking about how I forgot what Tommy Sanchez told me. I forgot, but they were talking to me. They were on training, and there was this one soldier that was in the barracks. Oh, snap. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. I'm surprised he actually held. It's over. The Chinese front is literally collapsing. Look at this. Jeez. Where's that happening? Come on, you gotta take me to it. Oh, that was the cavalry. I think if I can go around like this and take that city, screw up some of their supply. But yeah, he was telling me about like there was this this guy that was in the unit, and they were doing some kind of some training, and he would actually say certain words that. So my buddy Sanchez, Aponte, I believe, I think Sanchez is from Puerto Rico. I think Aponte is from Mexico, I believe. So this one guy, I forgot his name, but I remember they were telling me about this guy, and they were telling me that, he was in the barracks, and the barracks are kind of, think of Full Metal Jacket, where you have rack, double rack, right? And it's like one big long squad bay. And so, everybody is, in this one big bay. Anyway, he would say certain words, really, really, really bad words, racial kind of things. And this went on for I think they told me it was a couple of nights. And they gave him warnings yo, you need to cut that out. It's this ain't Anyway, he kept doing it, and he got even worse, and he was kind of, I mean, I don't want to really go into it, but from what I was told was he was adamant against their ethnicity. And so one night, I'm not going to say what happened, but they got back at him because they gave him multiple warnings, and they were like, yo, you need to stop, I'm serious. And he didn't, and after a couple of nights, I'm not going to say how they got back at him, but they got back at him. And he was really pissed off. He was just he went and decided after whatever happened that he was just going to leave the base. That he was just going to be all right, whatever. I ain't taking this stuff. Instead of going, he just left. Right? And you can't do that when you're in the Guard. Whether you're Air National Guard, Army National Guard, State Guard, whatever, you're on active, military duty. UCMJ applies. You can't just leave. Well, he did. And one of the officers I know, he actually told me, he actually found out the next day, and he told me that, he says, well, you left middle of the night, didn't tell anybody, so they called the state police and had him arrested. Which was I don't know why you would do something that stupid. To be honest with you, in the military you can't do that. Why would you leave in the middle of the night? You're just gonna, anyway. But that guy, I think, was dishonorably discharged. I think I forgot what happened, but I remember them telling me about that, and that was the one time that they that stuff was out in the open. It was just verbal open. To me, if that happened in my presence, I would have been what the F is wrong with you? But just to give you a heads up, this was this happened in 2003, 2002. So it was years and years ago. I haven't heard of anything since then. Yeah, I mean, the only, problems that I've was on active duty and I saw was just it was stupid things over, don't call me that, or stupid things I forgot what they called this one guy that I knew, pipsqueak or something like that, and he got pissed off, but nothing racial or anything after while I was there. At least I don't remember anything like that. That was the only one story I heard about, and I was just what the. Wow, 10 to 1. Check that out. Definitely taking those odds. Surrenders. It's over for you, Donnie. I can't believe I only have 1 to 1 odds here. I'm gonna see if I could soften them up with an airstrike. Didn't make any difference. I don't know if I should take that. I mean, I got 6 to 7 to his 3. Because this 44th quarter is at 17. That's the problem. Let's do it. Shit. Hit him again. Oh, no, I'm not going to hit him again. Shoot. Daggone, man. Swap with you. How bad are we here? We are very bad. We are very, very bad. The army is literally just nothing. They're concentrating all their soldiers there. That helps. This is not going to work, but I'll try it. No, it's not going to work. Jeez. You need to fall back to different positions. Tighten up the line, you know what I'm saying? Jeez, how did these guys go down to 1? Oh, the fracking supply again. Shh. Right? Supply is that bad? I'm gonna have to pull these guys out. I have no choice at this point. Son of a gun, man. Shit. I'm gonna put a pull out. Breaking supplies garbage. Oh, jeez. Japanese really haven't done anything here. I don't know what the frack they're waiting for. Alright, everybody's ready to go. I got supply at 3. Whoa, this guy got a lot of supply. I'm gonna keep you at home, Donnie. Look at his 4 out of 4 for this guy. Alright. I think we should go right here. Sink this guy. How about it, you guys? No supply. I can't put them on a boat, right? They're KIA at this point, the 40th ID. And it was 1-1. I mean, I could put Marines on a boat. Or the 25th Infantry Division. I could put on a boat. And reinforce this unit here and take that. I don't know. This is a little tough here because if I have a massive fleet. I think I got like 5 carriers here and a couple of battleships to reinforce, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carriers. If I split 3 and 2, I can support this attack along with a naval element. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna split the fleet. I got a crap ton of battleships. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 3 carriers. I'll put in 3 battleships. 1 of these. Got a lot of destroyers. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 4. Alright. So this is going to be my carrier fleet. Bring it right there. Oh, shit! They found me, the fracks. Son of a... Alright, and the rest of the fleet. I don't want to come this close to the fracking base. Stand by for a second. Load this guy up. I ain't giving up on those guys. It ain't happening on my watch. Marines. 2 more divisions to that island. Kick some ass. We ain't gonna hold back. I'm gonna put all the cards on the table. Oh jeez, you guys have shit supply. I forgot how you can judge population of the naval port. Let's go to this one. All right, so. Ooh, I got a core here. So, I'm going to have a division here. The 3rd Australian, the 6th Australian division. And then I got a 1st Australian corps here. So, 2 divisions and 1 corps. So, technically 2 corps at this point. And I'm going to land them right outside Leh. I need to put some... daggone planes, trains, and automobiles there. Come on, Australia. Do you have planes? This is a tactical group. I mean, do you have regular planes? I guess not. How much? Stockpiles of 1. Alright, that's great. "19 ships in the area." That's great. Dang, hold on. I forgot which button. Oh, there we go. That's it. Alright, got another core. I got 3 Indian cores. Check that out. The 3rd, the 44th, and the 1st. The Indians will do better than the Chinese. Who would have thought, huh? How bad, huh? You guys doing fine. Figured. We'll hold the line like this. These guys will come up, reinforce to Hung Shu, to Kwekon. Not good, man. Not good. Come on, Brits. What do you got for me? Nothing. Mechanized Corps in August. Alright, that's good, actually. Deploy here. And a communications unit. Intel low. I'll take whatever you can get me. Shit, why can't this plane get further? All right, I think I'm good. I'm gonna move this freaking plane up here. What do I got over here? These garrison units. And a division here. I was thinking maybe if I had like a corps here, maybe land here, but I don't got nothing. Maybe I could bring in an English corps. Yeah, that would be good, I think. Jeez, Canada really doesn't give you much, right? 120, that's it. They really can't even build anything. It's kind of pathetic, actually. Kind of really bad. India has 50 stockpile. Again, really not much I can do. Yeah, 56 stockpile. They might be able to get me some by the end of the war. You never know. Oh, I can already move you out, huh? Look at you. You're next on The Price is Right. Alright, be good, guys. Please don't F things up for me. Alright, I'm gonna hit end turn. I got nothing else to do. Do it to it. Oh, shit. Ain't nothing there. What happened? Did just a battle occur and my whole fleet was wiped out? Is that what happened? Are you telling me that's what happened? That was 3 carriers, 3 battleships, a shit ton of destroyers. I don't care about the cavalry unit. Do whatever you want. And go that freaking army. Actually, you know, this is actually good. Look what it did. It pulled off those 3 armies, 2 to 3 armies from the front. So, oh, did he move up? Yeah, he did. They're gonna start advancing. Jeez, that freaking unit. Dude, I really hope I didn't lose that carrier unit. Because, like, literally nothing happened, right? You guys saw that. I had a massive carrier unit, and then just, like, I clicked end turn, and it just disappeared. Right? I guarantee what's probably going to happen. I'm going to hit events, and it's going to say all these ships are sunk. And I'm like... Well, there goes the Cav. Yeah, but you know, going back to that earlier argument about that thing that was happening in barracks, I don't understand. Like, really don't like. Why somebody would say such things. Like, you know, Sanchez, Aponte, you know, Lara, all these guys were some of the best guys that I've ever met in my life. I remember this one time, this was after a mission, right? And finished a mission. We were going back to our HOR. And like the next day, and so we went out for I think like a beer or two, and I forgot what happened, but I remember me and Aponte went into like a store. I forgot what we went in there for, like maybe to buy cigarettes, or I forgot. And I remember going in there, and I think this is a college town that that we went to. And I don't know if there was a I remember like 3 or 4 guys, and I remember something happened. Either they said something to me, or I don't know, I forgot what happened. This was like almost 15, 20 years ago, but they said something to me or did something that really just like crossed the line. And I remember like going up right to their face, and like it was gonna be blows. And I forgot what they did, but it takes a lot to set me off. But I remember Aponte like holding me back, and he was just like, listen, no, like just come with me, listen to me. I'm like, all right. So I followed, I was just like, all right, fine. And I walked out. I was like, man, I really don't like that, we just walked out, man. I was like, after what they said or did. And he was like, listen, you got to look at the bigger picture. First, right, you don't want to get into a freaking fight, right? Because, it's going to come out, right? And then you know what's going to happen tomorrow? Like, going to get it, like, in serious shit. Right? And then not even considering that, like, if you get in a fight, then we're all going to back you up, right? And it's going to be like a massive brawl. And like, serious shit's going to happen. And I'm like, why would you guys get involved? Like, it's my thing is like, listen, dude, he's just like, we're going to have your back. That's what we're, like, that's what, like, that's what we're, that's what we're for, like, we're not going to just let you take on these couple of guys by yourself. We got your back. And I remember when he said that, I was like, wow, it really like surprised me, mainly because there's not a lot of people I knew growing up that had my back. Like, I remember one time this is a good example. There was a friend of mine. I'm not going to mention his name, but it was a friend of mine, actually two friends of mine, that I knew since like we were kids, since we were like, I don't know, 2. And we were like, I don't know, at the time, like 16 or 17. And I remember we were in Brooklyn by Winthrop Park. And we were walking, I think like 2 or 3 girls home, right? Like we were hanging out with them that night, and they lived past the expressway. So we're walking up, and for some reason we went by Winthrop Park, and as it was me, Rob, I think the 2 girls were behind us, and then I think Joey was behind them. I forgot how we were all walking, but I do remember this. I remember walking past Winthrop Park, and I remember like these stupid guys in the park, like they took dirt, like clumps of dirt, and started throwing it at the girls, right? They must have been in front of us because that's how we saw it. And I remember thinking in my head, I'm like, what the F is wrong with you? Like, you're throwing dirt at girls. Like, you got like a screw loose, couple screws loose in your head? I don't know. So I remember, like, I turned and I said, what the F is wrong with you, and, I said, like, stupid, I forgot what I said, but I was like, what the F is wrong with you, you stupid morons, or something like that. And they stopped, and so we're walking more up the block, we crossed the street, and I was talking to Rob, and I think the girls were ahead of us. I think Joey and another girl were behind us, and I was telling Rob about something, and the next minute I know is like I'm blacked out, like completely blacked out. Like I'm talking to him, and then just it's dark. I don't remember nothing. I remember a few minutes later I woke up, and like I was like, I'm like looking, what the F happened? And like I looked up and I see Rob coming in front of me, walking up to me, and I'm like, what happened? I was just like, dude, what happened? And he's like, dude, you got jumped. And I'm like, jumped? I'm like, by who? It's like, by those guys. You shouldn't have said anything. I'm like, what? I'm like, when? Where? Dude, I was out of it. Like, I was bleeding out of, like, my nose, my mouth. Apparently, they took, like, a garbage can, threw on top of my head or something. Behind my back. And that shows you how kind of, Anyway, the point of the story is Rob. I was from one of the girls told me, she was like, "Yeah, they threw that thing on your head," and then Rob kind of like jetted, meaning running, ran away basically. Joey, who again I knew him since we were kids, just stood and watched, didn't do anything. And I remember since then I was like, yo, I ain't trusting nobody. I grew up with these guys. I live on the same block. I lived right next door to Rob. We grew up since we were kids, since like we were 2. And then Joey, I mean, I knew him since we were like, what, 5, 6? And I thought he was a cool guy. I thought he would have people's back, you know. Nah. And then I remember just like I'm like, where are they? It's like, nah, man, they just left. They're like a block or 2 down or something. They went back to the park or whatever. I was like, dude, man, I can't see straight. I'm like, I was like bleeding out of like everywhere, and I was like, yo, let me go back home and put like, you know, get this blood off my face. As I was like out, I was just like, nah, it's like we gotta walk the girls home, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm bleeding out like everywhere. I'm like, can you just walk me home? So, you know, like, you know, so we can, I don't know, at least just walk me home and just make sure everything is, you know, just got my back. Man, it's like, no, I gotta walk the girls home. If you want to go home by, you know, by yourself, then go. And I'm like, fine. And I went home, and yeah, I never forget that. And so when like Aponte said that, I was just like, wow. Those guys in that unit had my back many times, and they were like proud to have served with those guys, I'll tell you. Really incredible guys. Very incredible guys. But yeah, and you know what's funny about I think was it maybe a couple months later, so Richie was coming home, my friend Ronnie's brother, right? Richie was coming home from the park, McCarran Park, with Rob and I think some other guy. I think, what was that crap guy's name that worked at Rolling Stones? Joshua? No. Oh, I forgot his name. He was a prick. He thought because he worked at the Rolling Stones magazine, he was the shit. And so, yeah, me and him never got along. Anyway, I remember I was told that, like, Richie Canales, that's what his last name was, Canales. That's it. Canales. I forgot his first name, but his last name was Canales. I remember that. Anyway, somehow, I don't know why, but some group of guys jumped Richie. They hit Richie from behind. He got on the floor and they beat the trash out of him, like just. And Rob and Joe, that's his first name, Joe Canales, that piece of garbage. Anyway, they both ran away. Richie went to the hospital, and Ronnie found out. And I remember, like, for the longest time, Ronnie would not talk to Rob. Like, we were all best friends. And Ronnie was like, dude, you're a piece of... He's like, you did that to, you know, Gene a couple months ago, and you did it to my brother now? It's just like... And you know what the funny thing about all this is? Rob is now the NYPD. He joined the NYPD. I was just like... Really? NYPD. So yeah, it was interesting. Dang it. Wait, what the? That's weird. I don't know why I can't do a... Oh, Okay, that's not good. So I lost freaking ships. So this is the problem. Okay, now I can do a carrier strike. All right, let's hit him. That's it? Seriously? I wonder why I can't do a carrier strike. Am I too far from him or something? I hit him. Hold on, let me read that again. All right, so wow. All right, 4 and 1 sunk. Good to go. That's what I'm talking about. I took a shit ton of casualties though. Where's the daggone news? So I lost to Lexington and a Hiryu. So it's not too bad. We're trading carrier for carrier, which is not bad at all actually. It's actually pretty good. We didn't lose anybody else. I know where they are now. I think I'm gonna move closer to them. And then I got 2 battleships here. We're going to open up the guns. That's what we're going to do. We're going to open up the guns. I guess you can't attack, huh? Ah, crap. Let me check the Australian fleet here. Come on, get your supplies up, dude. What's up with you? Come on. All right, next attack, next attack. So supply came back? How'd the freak... I don't understand. So supply now is back here. I wonder why. Either way, we're gonna move closer to the supply points, which is here, here, and here. That was one thing I put in my review, that we can make supply points, and I forgot what the developer said the reason why he didn't want us to add supply points or supply depots. I would figure, I don't know. Jeez. Come on, you don't have 22? You know, that's the one big thing I do miss about being in, is the camaraderie. You know, no matter what happened, like, we were doing Seaburn, and we were basically a WMD response team in my unit. So, like, if a nuke went off, a dirty bomb, we would be sent to the hot zone, or close to the hot zone. And I knew that no matter what happened, like, those guys got my back, like, and, you know, it's something special, it really is. It's funny how, like, you know, the guys that I grew up with really couldn't, like, put 100%. But guys that I served with, I can. Just very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, Rob became a cop. He actually became, which I thought was really weird, because he became a cop. And my buddy Artie became a cop. And Artie was prior service Marine Corps. Served in the first Iraqi Freedom Operation, the Marine Corps, and left the Marine Corps after 4 years to join the NYPD. And what's really interesting is Artie, I forgot the last rank, I don't know what rank he is. I know he's a police instructor for firearms. He trains all the new recruits, and everybody has to get recertified. But I always thought, like, Rob became police patrolman, then I think what he was doing was he got in tight with, I think, the precinct commander, or either he was his, I forgot what happened, but he got in tight with a precinct commander or somebody, and he became sergeant. And as a sergeant, he took a detail to drive one of the big wigs at the NYPD, either the commander or the commandant, or one of the top officers, you know, in the NYPD. And that officer made him a lieutenant. And last time I talked to Rob, he was a lieutenant in the NYPD. And I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, out of all the people, like Artie served in Iraq, you know, I already lived the Marine Corps values, like honor, courage, commitment. That was his life. So I knew I can always rely on Artie. You know, he was always about, you know, Doe's about Semper Fidelis. And I always just thought, I'm like, I know he's an instructor and he's where he wants to be, but I would think, I'm like, out of everybody who deserved lieutenant or sergeant, it would be Artie in a heartbeat. I mean, this is the guy that joined the NYPD. Not only did he take his, he actually volunteered for the worst parts of Brooklyn, right? But he also volunteered for special task forces. Like, he put in for like all the hard jobs, and Rob had, let's just say it was the nicest neighborhood, you know. I just always thought that was just like, all right, it's just really weird. I haven't talked to Rob in like a long time, and you know, like, I forgave him for what happened. And we lost touch a long time ago. I forgot what it was. It was over a girl, I remember. Me, Ronnie, we eventually like forgave Rob about what happened. And you know, years went by, and we just stopped hanging out with each other. And I know it was over a girl, because I started dating this girl, and he was NYPD, and he just started spending all his time with her, and not us. And you know, just thought that was, I don't know. Even when I was married, I always hung out with my friends. Okay, you still got enough. You know, it's really important to maintain contact with your friends, because they're the ones that are going to get you through all that crazy stuff. You know, I remember after my first was it divorce? Oh, I got 2 more I can invest here. Shit. Let's invest there. Where should I invest? Naval Air Training? Yeah, let's do that. Oh my gosh. $862. Jeez. 350. Whoa, 624 for a bloody carrier. Well, we gotta make up for the carrier that we lost, right? So it's coming in 1944. I'm gonna get one of these. Get the San Jacinto. Give me a 2nd Marine Corps division, 2nd, 3rd. Should be good. Oh. Oh, it said there was. Oh, that's when it's ready. Got a battleship, yeah. Alright, I definitely need some. Yeah, I definitely need some freaking British troops. But I can't afford it. How about a small corps? Can't afford that either. I can afford a division. Alright, let's just do that. That's horrible. That is horrible. Nice. Refill. Alright, I'm gonna pass the turn. Let's go zoom in like that. I know I'm rushing a little bit. We're gonna check the chat. Daggone. Patrick, hello. I'm about a half hour too late for that. That response. Oh man. Oh shit. I lost the ship. If it's a carrier, I'm fracked. Nothing much, you know. Another day, another dollar. In one pocket, out the other. How you doing, Patrick? I'm really still actually bummed about, I'm still, thinking a lot about, John Tiller dying. I think it was on Wednesday that happened. It was totally, he wasn't that old either. I mean, it was just shocking. I still think about it. I'm like, daggone. But I made a video about it on my channel. The good thing about, there's no good thing about this, but the one thing that we can value is that, his memory will live on in, his work, Oh wow, really? 7? Shit. That's a long time. I appreciate that. What you been up to the last 7 years? Probably went right through college. 7 years. That's what? 4 years of college after that. Man, my whole Chinese line is just, jeez. And that freaking army I had here that was like a 6 in defense. Look at this. I'm gonna freaking get trampled on here. Yo, Patrick, I got a question for you. I've been trying to figure something out. So I'm trying to get my next developer dialogue episode. We're gonna have hopefully. I was planning for War in the East 2, and we're still gonna do it, but it's delayed a little bit due to just certain circumstances that are going on with one of the developers. And so I wanted to give him a couple of weeks to, just a couple of weeks to focus on certain things that are going on. So during those couple of weeks, I was like, all right, who should I, interview in this meantime process while I'm waiting for War in the East 2? I've been trying to think of all the devs that I can interview, and I can't think of any that pop up in my head. You have any suggestions on any developers that you would like to listen to? I've been like throwing it around my head, thinking about like which developers do I want to like talk to, and which developers I'm like crazy about. And I already interviewed everybody that I could think of. War in the East 2 definitely. Definitely want to get Eric from War in the East 2, and we're gonna do that hopefully sometime in May. And I've been trying to get what's his name from Incredible Simulations. Now it's, I forgot the name is now. Jeff Lapkoff Games, I think. So I've been trying to get Jeff on Developer Dialogue, but I've been, oh, shit. I lost the Hornet. That son of a gun. They kicked the shit out of me. This Japanese fleet destroyed my last carrier. And I'm low on... How bad are we? 1 out of 3. Let's go to work. I want to frack them up. What are you talking about? No naval fleet found. Son of a... Ugh. How bad? How bad? I lost to Salt Lake City. Yeah, that was a battle. What are you talking about? It was just a battle right now. Donnie, come on. Shit. Alright, Devil Dogs, let's go. No landing locations available. What? He's telling me he can't get any... Yeah, I've been hearing about a lot about Paradox too, Patrick. About yeah, so what's his name? Matt from the Historical Gamer and Tortuga mentioned about doing a SMS episode, single mall strategy episode, to discuss what's going on in Paradox. I know Lethiath and whatever, the EU4 DLC came out and had bugs all over the place, but I don't know, like they're kind of like talking about it in the I don't know, in Discord, and they were talking about how like there's like a lot of turmoil at Paradox, but I don't know. I mean, Paradox games normally come out with bugs, so I mean, you know, DLC to come out with bugs is like, all right. I mean, what's new? You know, they're gonna fix it, so I'm not like that really concerned about it. They have a pretty good track record, Paradox, and you know. I know they also mentioned that they stopped working on Imperator, which, you know, not surprised, and I'm not like pissed off about that because I forgot when the game came out, but it's like over a year now, man, right? It's like 1 or 2 years since Imperator released, and they've been adding updates. I mean, they literally added... literally a crap ton of updates. The game is literally like 180 degrees from where it was. It's like a completely new game, and it's an epic game at this point. And all the stuff that they gave for Imperator at this point is free. Like, they didn't add any DLCs in this year to 2 years. Like, they were like, look, we're just going to add this new update, and then we're going to add this update with all these features, and this update, and all of it was free. So, you know, for them to stop production, I'm like, all right, you know, you guys worked your ass off. You know, I appreciate what you did. If you want to come back to it later down the road, I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I'm fine with what they did to Imperator at this point. If they want to take a break, come on, Donnie. Damaged 3 ships. You really are some kind of... Can't land the devil dogs here. Because this guy is... I wish you can... I don't know. Disband this guy. But I don't know. What do you think about Imperator? What do you think about what's going on? I haven't... You know, I've been going to Polygon. I haven't read any crazy news about it. I only found out from my co-hosts. Oh, 2-1. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe I should do this first. 3-2. I'll do 2-1. Come on. Break them low. Come on. One more. One more. Push him. Shit. Well, that was a lot of freaking fighting. Shit. That unit. Heavy losses, man. Heavy losses. Yeah, I remember when the game came out, Patrick, about how, yeah, negative. I really honestly enjoyed it when the game came out. I know there were lots of things here and there, but I knew that Paradox was going to fix it. Until then, I knew, like, I was fine with the state of the game when it came out. Because I knew Paradox was going to update it. They were going to clean out the bugs, and that happens with literally every Paradox release. I remember when Hearts of Iron came out, there was bugs galore in that one. And then when I remember when Vicky came out, Vicky 1 had bugs, like, and I remember the bugs in that one. But literally every Paradox release has so many bugs in it, because the game is so huge in, I guess, epicness. You know, like, there's so much in the game that's you know, that it's just you need a lot of time to squash those bugs out, and that's the problem, really. And the only fix to that is time, honestly. Yeah, I did. I got a lot of heat from that in my review, but, you know, a lot of people were like, a lot of people mentioned in their reviews, like, you know, this game is horrible. Paradox, you know, I can't believe you released this game in this condition. I'm like, you know, the way I looked at it was like, where are you? Like, they've been releasing games like this since the company was founded. You know, I remember the times that I played it, it never crashed on me. I don't think it ever crashed when it was 1.0. And honestly, I enjoyed it. Like, it had some of the Crusader King stuff in it where, like, you know, I'm trying to change the map a certain color, my color, right? But in the process of doing this, you know, I have stuff going on at home. Like, my wife is trying to... I remember I was, like, playing Greece or something like that. And while I was going at war with this other kingdom, and I was winning, too, my wife was at home and she was like trying to make the country more fundamentalist. So I had to deal with that, which I thought was kind of cool. I was like, all right, so I'm going to take this capital here. I'm going to move this army here. Wait, what are you talking about? My wife's trying to do this? So I remember it kind of, it changed things up a bit. I really liked that. And now the game is like crazy positive on Steam. And, you know, I figured it was going to be. It's just a matter of time. Hold the line. Oh snap, check this out. There's a division here with 3. What if I do this? Counterattack. Ah, but I'd be crossing a river. No, forget that. Bulk up your defenses, guys. Bulk up the defenses. All right. Ooh, got a battleship. Ninth Corps. I'm thinking of sending more troops down here. But now that I can't freaking do anything here. Oh, there is a disband button, but I can't freaking select it. Yeah, I can't select it because it's not on home base. Ah, crap. Anti-tank, anti-tank. Shit. I need to flip you. One more. Ah, shit. That was close. All right. Man, that battle over here was like something, man. I really got that division to half strength. I was beating the crap out of it. Oh, they got subs here. That's great. Oh, I got another battleship coming. How about that? I was checking in with my, I'm still on like the discussion forums of my old unit, and a lot of them are still on active duty for the coronavirus thing. Like literally a long time. I think some guys have been on like active duty for a year, which it's a long time to be on active duty. Usually in the Guard, you go, I mean, the only year active duty you'll ever get is like if you're in the Army National Guard, right? And you get deployed to Afghanistan. Well, we're not there anymore. I mean, we're pulling out. Or Iraq, you know, they used to have like, used to get activated, go for like 3 to 6 months of training, and then a full year in country. I know they brought that down to like 6 months, I think. Eventually. Okay, everybody's 3 now. Finally. Alright, I can begin the invasion of Lao. Alright. I'm gonna move you here. Son of a... Ah, I got 2 ships damaged from that. The Exeter. No, it's just the Exeter. Alright, cover me, guys. I'm going in. Son of a... No landing locations available. Are you kidding me? The frack are you talking about? No landing locations. Oh shit. That's not good. Alright. Tell me I can get off here. No, you're not gonna let me. Alright. $20 ships with 0 CVs, 0 BBs, and transports. Probably all transports there. Yeah, I'm not putting... I'll put a couple divisions here. It's gonna be a long-ass freaking walk. They have nobody on Guadalcanal. But if we go for Rabaul, I put 2 divisions here and attack them there. I mean, I have no cover right now, but thinking maybe next turn. You guys low on freaking oil already? I can't believe I didn't push that. Alright, next I'm gonna freaking land here and attack somehow. No battle recorded this turn. Come on. I wonder why this guy can't leave the fracking island. See, maybe if I can get my plane over here. I doubt it, but yeah, but I was telling my wife, I said a lot of the people I know, they're like been on active duty forever, and I know the Guard doesn't like putting soldiers on a 1-year active duty, right? And I think it's because if you are active duty for like, I guess if you're in the Army National Guard and you're active duty pulled in for Iraq or Afghanistan, 1 year being deployed there, you get leave, right? And it's all federally paid, right? But if you are under SAD, right, state active duty, whether you're Army National Guard, State Guard, or Air National Guard, the state's flipping the bill. So I think what happens is once you get a year, they have to give you leave. And I don't think the state wants to give like 2 to 3 weeks of leave, you know. Putting soldiers on 1-year active duty is a lot because the state flipping all that cash for it, it's a lot for the state. Especially with, I heard a lot of states are struggling for money now because, you know, income has been, I guess the economy and everything has got all, you know, banged together. So the states are hard up for money. But I heard something when the new president came into office, I remember reading something like he was going to cover 100% of the state expenses related, I think, to COVID or something like that. So technically, for every dollar the state's paying for activating its National Guard, I think they're getting paid that dollar by the federal government. So it's really, they're not really putting it out of their own budget. So where can I send you? Maybe I'll put you here. I would normally send them here. You know what I'm thinking of doing? Next turn, there's 2 ships. Oh shit, there's 2 carriers there? Are you kidding me? Without protection. Is the AI stupid or something? They have 2 carriers there by themselves. Oh, I'm gonna take this. Shit. Come on. I'm gonna send whatever ships I can. You know, like, I'm not playing. I'll have a destroyer fire on it. I'll send this battleship after it. I'm gonna freaking rip them a new one. 2 carriers out in the open by themselves. That's nuts. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here. I think we've been streaming for quite a while. Let's see. Yeah. Let me save it. Yeah, but you know, just thinking back on this last year, really wanted to actually, there was like a part of me that I was like, look, I really wanted to go on back on active duty, and you know, and I knew they were hard up for soldiers, so I was thinking of like going back to New York and re-enlisting, but you know, final decision I had to make was like, you know, I got to take care of my family. And, you know, I have Seaburn training that the National Guard gave me for Surf P. And I was like, you know, I got to take care of my family first. You know, normally if I never had a son, normally I would just be like on my car. I'll be driving like 7 miles up there, enlisting and then getting to work. But kids change a lot. I'll tell you, it's a lot of hard work. That's for daggone sure. But kids change things. I'll tell you. You know, I used to stand by I used to just, whatever mission came up, and they're like, hey Marciniak, we got a mission coming. I'm like, yeah, I was motivated. I was like, let's go, let's do it. And now I'm just like, nah. Always like, you know, I always choose like to try to spend time with my son. That's number one. And you know, just like little things, that unconditional love. Like, I woke up at like, I don't know, 7 yesterday, and I was walking in the hall, and he woke up the same time as me, and he saw me like grab my leg, and I was just like, he like hugged my leg, and I was like, jeez. I don't know, there's something special about having kids, I'll tell you. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Patrick, it was good catching up with you. I appreciate you watching the videos. If you have any, actually, I might, you know, now that you mentioned Paradox, I might actually get in touch with my contact at Paradox. We were actually supposed to schedule an interview in April, so you just reminded me about that. Yeah, let's see if I can get one of those guys on the show. All right, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one, and see you then.